fear that I'm trying to put through. I can't be so specific here, but what I'm trying to say is that there is this fear of the idea of thinking of sin and wrongdoing so much, in a sense of how other people believe in holiness and righteousness. And as they have that faith, it keeps you into that state where you also are not so comfortable to embrace your own life. You're always aware and checking out to see that nobody is standing up there to sort of make you feel bad, or somebody isn't standing in the way of the things you believe. Nobody is sort of keeping you in that, in that state of, fear and guilt, and that is the case. Guilt also comes into place out of all the time, which I want you to understand that you don't need that. You don't need guilt. You need to understand that you don't need the conditions that comes up. You have to have your own set of conditions. You have to have your own set of responsibility and embrace life in a very nicer way. You have to be very responsible for yourself, not necessarily those guidance and responsibles that has been set out there, which have no one to sort of claim responsibility of. No, that is not necessary. You might look into it and pick some things out there, but there are some things that you shouldn't even bother yourself to pick. And even if you pick them, you are not supposed to feel guilty about it later on, even if you happen to go wrong, because we are human beings. What I've seen that we do mistakes and here and there, so we don't owe it to anybody to be guilty in that sense. And nothing really holds us into that state of guilt. Nothing really holds us to that state of guilt. In fact, is there anything that you see that is holding you to any guilt, to sort of develop any guilt in you, holding you responsible? No. All you see is people telling you, people who feel they have read, they have understood certain things, and they are telling you. Others believe that it is not by accident that we came by the Bible or the Quran and all those things. What it is that makes them, we feel that it is not by accident. But then again, I said, whatever you decide to choose and make for yourself, that will determine your problems and the issues. The very things that you think about, that you gave yourself to, will become the snare in your life. And I hope you get to that moment where you will sort of come to accept it and see through the lines of what I want to put out there or what I'm trying to share with you. All right. Let's keep on with this track at this moment, this state of figuring out answers and what truly the answers are. Let's keep on this road, and I'm sure you and I will be good friends, and we'll be journeying together for the answers that will sort of make us feel better and become a better people. It will make us become natural with our natural self. So many people are naturally living their natural life. So many people. Now, I'm not saying that I have all the answers, or I'm the one who is making any difference. No, I'm only making you understand the very things that others have understood naturally and you haven't, if you are part of that. Or I want you to understand that you don't need to feel envious of those people who are having the norms, religious grounds, or whichever way they may. You don't have to feel envious. And the idea of thinking and using heaven and all that, you shouldn't be bothered or think that, oh, and my friend was a Christian and things went out well for him, or my friend was a Muslim and things went out well for him or her, and she's that or he's that, and make all those things that entices you to sort of begin to think that, oh, I see, I should become a religious person, or I should stop doing that, or I should start doing this. No, don't allow any guilt to come to you. Just wait a little longer. You realize that the person that you were admiring so much and giving all those, promotional words and uplifting words, you will see that person ending up doing the very things that you were trying to, going wrong or doing the mistakes that you probably think that he doesn't, or he or she does not do. So just give it a time, and you realize that it's not as easy as it is. He may look holy before you. You are admired by that person. You are admiring that person, but it's not as easy as you might think. There shouldn't be any admiration in it, and there's nothing to admire in religion. I hope if you listen to the videos, or you take time and listen to all the videos, you can go through, and you'll be going through to be watching once after the other. And trust me, you will see that there are something that I've said that really, the entire topic or that I touch on has got true meaning, or true understanding, has got good things that are very fruitful, not just for you, but generally for everyone. Everyone who is not necessarily a religious person. So if you are not, I'm not asking you to become a religious person. In fact, who are already not a religious person, you are already in a good situation where I feel you are the one that is being admired by that religious person out there. So sometimes shyness have kept religious people the way they are, and they cannot come back or move out of it. That's the only thing. But they wish, they wish they can have their free life, and they have not got into that trap state. As I said, it is a trap. You got trapped into it. You can go out, but you can go out. Don't think that you cannot go out. You can definitely go out. You can go out of anything if you choose to. It is your choice. It's your power. It's your moment of demonstrating, that you can, and nothing else. I wish you well. I wish you all well. I wish you well, and I want you to stay with me, participate with me, and you have no means to feel worried or bad about anything. All you had is to feel very happy and benefiting, and embrace the ideas and the choices that I want to put forth. Your choices or your decisions are mine to sort of they are ours, and my decisions are yours. We just are trying to correct them. We're trying to make the best out of it, adjust them, straighten them, put them in the right path, see the best things that we can use, how we can progress, the best way that we can sort of make it all become for our own benefit, the fruitfulness of man. Life can be so good, it can be so benefiting. We can trust that understanding that can really build that emotional attachment that we need in life. I am so glad that you and I have been on this journey. And don't back out, because I haven't backed out. I participate in yours. I listen to yours. And so I'm sure you can, or somehow you listen to mine also. And we can continue in this acquaintanceship with no regrets whatsoever. And you will see that all these things one day, and in fact, very this moment, they're actually happening. They're actually happening. Most of the things that I say or I'm touching on, it's exactly practically what is happening. If I enter into the politics world and political issues come, you realize that I probably don't go into the parliamentarian offices or the castles or the presidential areas, but from this distance, I'm able to analyze and tell you straight ahead that definitely something isn't right. Definitely something isn't right. And I'm able to point you from this far to get you to aware that, wow, this could happen the next minute or that minute. It is not a prediction. You understand? It's not a prediction. It's the presumptions, what do you call it, a judgment that I make. A very good, precise judgment that I do. If it doesn't work that way, I'm sure you don't hold me to it, because of how I went, and I wasn't precisely saying that is it. But that sense of making a good judgment based on what is happening or what has been happening is something that everybody has every right to do that. And that is exactly what I'm trying to sort of put out there, nothing else. So let's keep on the track of sharing and hoping that our sharing will sort of blast out so well in our everyday life as we relate them.